If you're looking at having keys jangled in front of your face for 2 hours and 7 minutes, Michael is the perfect movie for you, said one critic on Rotten Tomatoes. That very same critic, by the way, scored Mario Galaxy higher than this film. I guess he thinks there was less key jangling in that movie? What? As I sat and watched the 2-hour Michael Jackson movie, simply titled Michael, tapping my feet along with the great music, being impressed by the wonderful performances from the leads, in the back of my mind I was getting worried that the movie was going to end at any point, and I honestly didn't want it to, because it was a very lovely time at the movies. So imagine my surprise as I headed home, filmed my review, uploaded it to YouTube, and then checked out what others had to say, only to discover this bad boy was sitting at 27% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, since recording this video today, it has jumped up to 40%. I think that's probably where it's gonna stay because there's almost 200 reviews counted. And while I'm certainly not gonna change the mind of my fellow critics, that doesn't mean I can't be disappointed in them all the same. Let's talk about it. Say, as I try to understand where my peers are coming from, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the show Adam Does Movies on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you watch or listen, you can find me and I would appreciate it. If it wasn't clear from the onset, I happen to enjoy the Michael Jackson movie. Do I think it's perfect? No. Do I think it's odd that two of his sisters are not represented in the film, Janet and Rebby? Yeah, I think it makes the movie feel off and incomplete and not telling the full picture. However, I wasn't watching Michael for the family drama. I was there to watch an artist who had perfected his craft, given us some of the greatest pop albums of all time, and became so iconic he would raise to star status known as the King of Pop. But what I'm looking for from a film and what other critics are looking for are two totally different things. So in that sense, I can see where the negative reviews are coming from. However, it has always been my mantra that I am just a vessel to share my personal opinions, but also let people know what they can expect from the movie and if I think it's worth their ticket to go out and watch. So much of movie criticism is subjective, even if there was a magical rubric you could follow, like how good is the story, how good are the effects, how good is the acting. That stuff can still fall into a subjective category. Because one man's trash is another man's Aquafina. That's not fair. Why? I gotta stop going after this poor woman. She's done nothing wrong. I should also quickly point out, if you're looking for a movie review for Michael, I already put that out the other day. That's not what this is. This is just talking about criticism a little bit and why Michael, I think, failed to meet the expectations of many. As I stated, the movie's 2 hours long, but it still barely scratches the surface of what this guy had going on in his life. The movie fires up in the 60s. We're gonna be watching